Hello friends, this is our fourth lecture on feminism and the second on theories and criticism. So here we come, here we think of a Greek writer, Short. You are familiar with that name, Ellen Short. E-L-A-I-N, Ellen Short. Ellen Short. Ellen Short, right? Yes. So, in her book, very famous book, continuation of Ashari. So we did not stop. A literature of their own. British women novelists from Brondis to Lessing, published in 1977. A literature of their own, famous. A literature of their own, published in 1977. What does she do? She says that there are three periods in this theory. The full title is British Women Novelists from Brondis to Lessing, L-E-S-S-I-N-G, Brondis to Lessing. Now she says there are three periods. When you consider this theories, feminist theories and criticism, says the first one is 1840 to 1880. 1840 to 1880. And she calls it the feminine period, where it is a time of imitation. Feminine period. The feminine period, and there what happens is it's a period of imitation, not originality. Understand? Period of imitation. You can see when you are small boys around, you write or girls, you in school, you write stories. Normally what happens is that we imitate. That's how you begin, isn't it? Yes. So that's the period of imitation. Then you have 1880 to 1920. 1880 to 1920. That is, she says that is the period of the feminist, this all the feminist period of demand for autonomy. Demand for autonomy. Self. Autonomy means self. It's a usageness, not selfie, but whether you can take on your own, you have your own, this autonomy. Freedom, so to say. That is a room of one's own, Virginia Woolf. Freedom, yes. In search of our mother's gardens. So that is again Alice Walker. Now third is 1920 to 1970. 1920 to 1970. Now this period is known as search for identity. A search for identity. This is the period. Search for identity. And who you are, what you can do. As it happens, when you are in a teenage, what you do is you're searching for an identity. Who am I? How many people know me? How many people recognize me? See, what is my contribution to this world? How will I be remembered after this? Even Shakespeare had that obsession with immortality. Isn't it? That's what he said, neither marble nor the gilded monuments of kings shall outlive my verse. So again you can see in Sailing to Byzantium, says, I shall not take a form, not the exact lines I am quoting, the meaning is, I will not take a form in this world, but such a form as the Grecian goldsmiths make. Permanent. That is Sailing to Byzantium. So, same thing, identity here. Search for an identity. And then Short again, she is a very prominent writer in this area. She says, the practice of examining women's writings and women's creativity by a male bias. It is androcentrism, he calls. Andro. Opposite to that is gynocentrism. Androgen is a hormone. So when androgen dominates in a body, that is male. But estrogen is women. That's biology, or you can say anatomy. Anatomy is dealing with that. Anyway, this is a fact, whether it is anatomy or biology or whatever it is. So androcentrism. And that is a false belief that only men are gifted and they have creativity. This is not correct. So it's totally against this androcentric way of criticizing women's writings and women's literature produced by women. Shorter in her 1981 article, she wrote an article in 1981. There she is, the title of that article is Feminist Criticism in the Wilderness, published in Critical Inquiry. So the title of the article was Feminist Criticism in the Wilderness. Sad thing, isn't it? Feminist criticism in the wilderness. Feminist, published in the Critical Inquiry. Published in Critical Inquiry. She said, what did she say? She said, should abandon male critical theory. That's too much. And after some time you will see the change. Male critical theory should be abandoned. That's for sure. Abandon means, once and for all you throw it away. You don't want it anymore. Abandon. Secondly, she said, feminist criticism, we must have feminist criticism of male texts. So one way it is you have to abandon it, then they have feminism. Adopt a truly women-centered criticism. That's gyno, women-centered criticism. And then this is, she is asking, can American feminism claim a coherent critical theory? Is there a critical theory like that? Sorry. Listen. Understand? And in mid-1980s, what happens is that gynocentric views after some time gave away. That's the point. So here what happens is that in between you have this. Isn't it? She says androcentric should do away with it, gynocentric should start, then he said that should adopt a truly woman-centered text. So Shorter, of course, is a very prominent figure in this period, in this area, that is theories and criticism. Then you have got another person, Nina Auerbach. Nina Auerbach. Nina or Nina. Nina Auerbach. So this, she is also very famous as far as a prominent figure, Nina Auerbach. And her, in communities of women, understand? Communities of women, the full title is An Idea in Fiction. An idea in fiction, that is published in 1978. 1978. Tremendous. She is exploring the possibility of a sisterhood. A sisterhood already formed or going to form. And this she is exploring in novels. Say for example, Charlotte Bronte's Villette. Dillette. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice, famous novel. Pride and Prejudice. And Louisa Mary Alcott's The Little Women. Lucia. Lucia Mary Alcott's The Little Women. These are the novels where she is exploring the possibilities. Understand? Exploring the possibility of the sisterhood, a space, a female spatial social space in selected women's novels. And the women's novels selected are these. So that's again a kind of feminist criticism. And then you have Gilbert and Guba. You must have come across that name also probably. Gilbert and Guba. Gilbert and Guba. So they have their book. See that? So what have they said? Gilbert and the mad woman in the attic. The female author's anxiety of authorship. Even such a great writer as Emily Dickinson was gripped by this anxiety of authorship. Anxiety of authorship. Understand? Anxiety of authorship. And that is as the words themselves explain to us. What is it? Anxiety. The female authors, they suffer from this. The wrong notion that creativity is a male gift. That means women, they are not gifted with creativity. So Gilbert and Guba anxiety of authors. In their book, in their, I already told you, what's the name? The Mad Woman in the Attic. That's it. Now when these kind of friends, see, if literary criticism, feminist literary criticism, you can see now, there is a problem you will find. That is 1990s, from 1990s, so mid-1980s, there is a U-turn in this area. And what is that U-turn? The U-turn is there are gynocritics views gave away. They are not concerned about it. More inclusive gender studies. So just looking at things from this point of view alone won't do. Gave away. That's one. Once again, gynocritics began to examine, what they tried to examine, male texts. They tried male texts. Not with an eye of misogynistic representations of women. So the gynocritics always looked at or examined male texts. Where can we find misogynistic views? How are they attacking us? What are the ways they are trying to oppress us? So that is misogynistic. They thought like that. But then what happened is they designed the way all literature is marked by gender. So this is a change in this theory. So the hatred for, you can don't say hatred in inverted commas, or looking at male texts with a misogynistic view by women, they dropped. They said, in both you will find gender. It's marked by gender. See? Peter Eriksson, that's a patriarchal structures. Peter Erikson's patriarchal structures. So that is again, that you find some change. Patriarchal success. In Shakespeare's drama, that is a book of this type, examines male characters' allegiances to men. How male characters, the treatment of male characters by their friendship, their allegiances, and their life and so on. This new phase, short, she also she acknowledged as speaking gender. She said this new phase is called short, speaking gender. That means not speaking sex, not speaking male, not speaking female, but speaking gender. That's it. Developed, this attitude developed concurrently with male studies, gay studies, and also lesbian studies. So there is a shift, you can see. 1990s onwards, such a staunch critic like Shaw, she also, there is a change in her. She says, now let us speak gender rather than male, female. So let's see how all literature, she says, there is marked by gender. So let us study it in that way rather than studying this male text as misogynistic, or how to attack them, how to find out spaces of oppression and suppression of women in novels and so on. So the change has taken place. So now it's not anxiety of authorship, it is now speaking gender. Understand? Now then what happened in French literary criticism? Again, as I was charged with a homophobic and racist, you can say, the racist characteristic, homophobic and racist. And then what happened is, it was enlarged or extended, so to say, by multiple voices of African American, third world, lesbian critical theories, and works like The Bridge Called My Back, writings by radical women of color, and you also have got Cherry Morgan, and this is edited by writings by radical women of color, edited by Cherry Morgan and Gloria and Saldua. Cherry Morgan and Gloria and Saldua. So they said this. So the title is The Bridge Called My Back. That is writings by radical women of color, edited by these two writers. Understand? So what happened? So you find now, as in the feminist approach, like first wave, second wave, third wave, and in between you have got many other things. So also here also you find that playful pluralism. So you can see there is a U-turn. The two armies fighting each other, they are coming together. So the Stockholm syndrome, something like that you can see. So now they are speaking of gender. Speaking gender. Because every literature is marked by gender. Another point we have already seen is that the French feminist criticism is biased by, or again it is accused of being homophobic and racist. So this has been enlarged by multiple voices of African American women and also women of third world countries, lesbian studies, lesbian critical theories, and also works like that. Now when you go to Great Britain, we are coming to the present situation, and you have got a very wonderful story in today's Edge if you get that edge, today's edge, not egg, edge, EDC, that comes with the Hindu publication. Along with the paper you get it, you will see the story of Soundarya. That we will see. That will be one of my topics for my next class. One of the topics for my classes that will be coming soon. You can see. So in between, if you get it, it's okay. You can get the edge and read it. You need not wait for me. So in Great Britain, it is now feminist movement is a part of socialist movement. In France, they are theorizing with avant-garde movements, and in US, of course, it is integrated with American higher education. So American, in fact, is academic feminism. Today, what do you see in America is academic feminism, and millions of students, they take the course of feminism forward to the next generation or beyond. So that's a very cooling news. After all this fight, can we say fight? But it's like in the beginning, you remember the first sentence in my first lecture, patriarchy is the bastion of feminism. But now it's not like that. So they are changing. So the ice is melting. So there are changes taking place, and attitude of some men and women also. Equality is almost near the doorstep, we can say, although not fully achieved. Because even now, according to what I know, is my knowledge, as far as to the best of my knowledge, just as you write the certificate now. So best of my knowledge, equal rights legislation has not been done in the US even now. Legislation means once legislation takes place, if equal rights not granted, then it becomes an offense. Not to that level. So there are some more miles to go before we sleep in that. So I think that now you have been following main actors here. There are Showalter is one. Then you have got Naina Auerbach is another. You have got patriarchal structure in Shakespeare drama by Peter Rickson. You have one. Then you have got the editors of Radical Feminism. It's written by the British called My Back. That is by Cherry Morgan and Gloria and Saldua. And then you have got another great writer, that is we spoke about. What's the name of that? That is about academic feminism I was talking about. Academic feminism in the USA. Socialist movement, part of socialist movement in Great Britain. In France it is part of avant-garde. Avant-garde means modern ways of doing things. And also today we have got two new phrases. Well, three words you can see. One is androcentrism, gynocentrism, then you have got anxiety of authorship, and you have also the idea of anxiety of authorship, and then sisterhood explored, sisterhood explored, and Gilbert and Gubar, see they are mad women in the attic, that is about the anxiety, and finally we find the change of mind in Showalter. She says, now we will speak about speaking gender rather than androcentric criticism and so on. So I think that you get an idea now about theories. Now of course you have got other, you can club this with theories also, pure theories like Marxism, psychoanalysis and so on. See that's another area. For the time being, historically speaking, I think that these are the movements, different movements in the field of feminist theory and feminist criticism. Hope you are following and enjoying. Okay, and then till we meet again, see you. Bye. Have a nice night.